Gonna go take the car into the shop.
I brought my one wheel just in case they can't drive me to the rental car spot. Just making some chicken here real quick. Gonna be another Wednesday wisdom. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Financing Faith. My name is Kenny, and we're continuing on our journey of real estate investment. What is the real estate market cycle? I often get asked, is this the right time to invest in real estate? It's a legitimate question. As capitalization rates have steadily declined and property values have rapidly increased, this question becomes ever more important to answer. Other insightful questions asked are, when will the real estate market turn? And has the market peaked? All good questions. Before we can answer these, we need to determine where we are in the real estate market cycle. You may be aware that the real estate market cycle is cyclical with 4 distinct phases: recovery, expansion, hypersupply, and recession. The chart below shows these 4 phases and how each one impacts new construction and vacancies. Before I explain the 4 phases of the real estate market cycle, let's explain the basics of the chart. The x-axis, horizontal line at the bottom, represents time, and the y-axis, the vertical line on the left, represents occupancy. The horizontal dotted line in the middle represents the long-term average occupancy for the market. The vertical dotted line toward the middle represents when supply and demand are perfectly in balance. The black solid line that travels through all 4 quadrants represents the change in occupancy over time. Now let's discuss the 4 quadrants. Phase 1, recovery. The recovery quadrant of the real estate market cycle, shown in the lower left-hand corner of the chart, is characterized by high vacancy and no new construction. Though it's not shown on this graph, generally rents are flat or declining during this phase. Owners offer rent concessions to avoid their property's occupancy rates from declining. The mood of investors in this quadrant begins with panic. Oh my, am I going to survive? Recall the market conditions in 2009? As the occupancy rate improves to the market's long-term average occupancy rate, attitude of the investors gets towards relief. Phew, I made it through the worst of the market. Phase 2 is expansion. The expansion quadrant, shown in the upper left-hand corner of the chart, is characterized by declining vacancies and the start of new construction. As occupancy improves, concessions are eliminated and rent growth begins. The mood of investors turns from relief, I dodged a bullet, to giddiness as vacancy rates decline and rents increase dramatically. Life is extremely good for investors at this point in the real estate investment cycle. Come along in the next video for phase 3 and 4.